It's time for the moment you've been waiting for. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Tsh, da, 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 da. Di, da, di, di, da, di, di, da, 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 da. Di, da, di, li, da, di, li, di, da. Di, da, di, li, di, da, di, li, 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 da, di, di, da, di, di, da, di, di, da.
Fuck you.
I remember that. You were super pissed too, and finally, like towards the end of the night, you like chugged one, but at that point, you were like, "No, it's too late, man.
Yeah,
you can't make up for it." Oh shit,
we sat there for like an hour. We spent like an hour trying to convince him to drink it, and it got really warm. And I was like, "I'm not going to bed until you drink that." And then he finally did it, and then he really didn't like it at all. But the point was proven. Okay.
So, I didn't even know. Well, backpacking to come to peer pressure. He's always been like more adamant than beginning with. Like, once you start to peer pressure him. Remember, we almost come and jump off that rope swing.
Well,
Russian River.
He likes to pretend that he's afraid of heights, but he's not afraid of heights. If his girlfriend wanted to do it, he would
like
do it.
3 steps from jumping off, and then he just backed out.
That's called pitching out. That's what that's called.
He was actually up on the limb, like 3 steps off from the edge to grab the rope, and he's like, "I'm going back."
Well, and remember, like, you didn't do it that one time because like this little 8-year-old did it, and then his wife at the time did it, and then he's like, "Oh shit, I have to do it now," and then he did it.
That's right. I remember that.
So, all right, anyway, hello, welcome to episode 126, and we're back live because we have a special guest for you, someone who used to be a co-host of the show, but who's now back. That's Bacon.
Hey, I'm alive. I didn't die.
Oh wow!
But I've been busy.
Busy with what?
The whole reason I moved to North Carolina, and the reason was for a restaurant. I'm a restaurant owner now, and that's a lot of work that needs to be done when you're managing a restaurant. So I've been busy with that for the past month.
A lot of hours.
Yeah, it was quite the opposite of what you guys said. I was not getting some ass. I was doing the opposite of that. Just fucking sucking dick, customer dick.
What?
Oh, nice.
You know,
That wasn't enough. You'd turn around and bend over for the customer too.
gotta give him the best service.
Oh man,
And
Do
their
what you gotta
tips.
do to please them.
like a sushi restaurant / Korean spa, apparently.
Korean spa. Oh yes.
You guys walk around naked in there.
Always a
spas.
happy ending.
Always.
Wait, do you have like someone like on a table with a sushi covering the private parts? Is that what you guys?
That's me. That's why I've been so busy.
It's a thing where like you can eat food off of a woman's body.
Yeah.
It's a thing, right?
You leave the ones on the nipples and the bush.
Well, I mean, body shots have been around forever. No, it's just taking it to the next level.
I don't think I've ever had a body shot. I don't think so, actually. Oh well.
Well, you have two brothers. They can help you out, right?
Oh, nice. I think if I actually did one now, I'd be like the creepy old guy that's doing like shit that he should have done 12 years ago. But
Yeah.
yep.
I feel like
so
that's also like a
for it.
midlife crisis thing.
Oh, don't
I
worry. I'll
want to
buy
feel
a,
young again.
yeah, I'll buy a Porsche in 10 years.
Oh no, you're gonna buy a Tesla,
Well, I have
the
the panels.
expensive one.
No.
Yeah, no, you're.
No. I don't. Those cars are like $120,000. I'm not. No.
Jeez.
I would have to earn like $5 million before I even consider it. That's way too expensive.
Or go through a midlife crisis.
Ah, boom.
Wait. It'll pay for itself with the amount you save on gas.
If
It won't.
you drive that car for the next 35 years, it pays for itself.
Yeah.
Just
And you would
find
have
that
to
crossover point.
No, I did. I actually did the math on that before, and it would take. I don't drive very far, so usually it would take me like 20 years to get value out of it. So no, not a good idea. Anyway,
But,
so let's go ahead and
I missed Heroes of the Storm. In the past month, I played maybe a dozen games, so that sucks. I've tried my best to keep up with the news and all that, but yeah, it's good to be back. I hope to be back more often, regularly, like before. But there's definitely no more. Like the reason I was able to grind 100 games in a week was because I was technically unemployed while all that restaurant stuff was getting prepared. But now that I actually have to work, I can't grind anymore, so that sucks. But hey, the two Hero League games I played in the past 2 weeks, they were both wins, so I'm technically still a Masters player, quote unquote.
Yeah. Nice.
I was actually hoping you weren't going to play so you'd find out how much ranked K affects an account.
Oh, about that, I found out. So there's 25 days when you're a Masters player. That's the maximum days that you can top off at. And for those who care and want to learn a little bit about the game, if you go below 15 games, no matter what amount of days you have remaining, if you play one Hero League game, you go back to 15 days. So if you have 1 day remaining or 7 days remaining before rank decay, you go up to 15. And then one game after 15 is 1 day extra added on, up to a maximum of 25. So that's the system of rank decay. So technically, you can play placement games and then play one game every 2 weeks for the rest of the season and still be Masters because of rank decay not applying to the account.
Or you could just not play any games until the last, week or two and hit Masters and have no rank decay every season.
Nice.
Or just don't place at all, and you'll never get rank decay because you don't have a rank.
Or place really bad, and as long as you're plat and below, there is no rank decay.
Yeah,
I could have swore that on the Trolls podcast that Goon or Aramis's friend is doing that. Like they place in the Masters and then not playing for the entire season.
Right. Yeah, I heard something about that, but then they realized that you can't go below plat 1. So
okay.
I don't know.
How many points a day do you lose?
I was hoping you would test out that theory. I don't know.
Okay. Maybe it's like 200 a day, which is
I'd
nothing.
probably look that up online, but I'd say probably anywhere between 50 to 200 would be my guess.
50 is fucking nothing, though. Let's be.
Well, it's the first time they're implementing it, so they might be going kind of light on the decay.
Overwatch decay is 7 days, so I guess it is pretty light compared to that. Anyway.
All right. Well, let's go to our gold type player, that is Tyburn, who's calling from San Diego, California.
Hey, what's up, friends? It's good to be back in the Nexus. Did you enjoy having me over 2 weeks ago at your place?
All right, let's go ahead and introduce Scott, who's calling.
How'd you enjoy doing body shots off of Tyburn 2 weeks ago, Fringe Average?
Let's go ahead and introduce Scott, who's calling in from San Francisco, California.
Yeah, it's good to be here. It's good to be in first place in Bush League. So.
Well, it's not really that hard, to be honest. It's like being the hottest girl in South City. It doesn't really mean very much.
Yeah,
South City was our high school, FYI.
It hasn't been that much of a struggle.
No.
But we'll get to that later.
It's kind of like saying you're the best gold player ever to exist, and then not realizing there's a whole platinum or diamond level right above you. So you're the best gold player or the worst plat player? Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So intro. Oh yes. Yeah. So for those of you listening for the first time, we are the only explicit Heroes of the Storm podcast where the Bad Benny, the tank player for Method, has endorsed. Also, all the different co-hosts represent different play levels, from a gold type player all the way up to a master level player. We bring you the latest HOTS news and drama, and discuss the latest. In Bush League drama, and discuss the latest tips and strategies so that you can become a better player. All right, so again, if you listen to us, please support us on iTunes or Stitcher. Just rate and review us. That'd be great. We're on Spotify, Google Play, all that good stuff. If you want the show notes or links to the Discord for Bush League or our personal Discord or the Bush League, Gank Bush Discord, please go to gankbushsquad.com. And this video will be put on YouTube if you want to watch us. Or this week, our musical guest this week is a Taraban band called Real Estate. And so we're playing a couple of songs from their records. Don't listen to the new one. The new one is complete shit, but listen to the other three. So support them as well, but not the first record. All right. So quick announcements. We have Bush League on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern with Cat Peach and Bahamut. Again, they lowered their standards last week and did our cast. Also, we have DJ Tyrant and Zex doing the casting Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. So please, it's the Nexus commentaries, and we'll have links to both of those at the Bush League homepage as well as the show notes for this page as well. So, also on Sunday we had Trixler, who for those of you who don't know, well, I think everyone who listens to the show knows who Trixler is. So he stopped by and watched Bush League and actually gave us compliments. Or gave
wow! I missed
Wait, I missed that too.
He gave the game and the casters compliments. So
Monday's casting. Or
no,
Mondays or Sundays casting?
Sunday.
Yeah. Trixler's cool. He's a good guy. I've heard he supports a lot of the Twitch viewers. Like or the Twitch streamers. He goes and kind of sifts through the different streamers going on every once in a while and checks them out.
Yeah. So
it seems like most of the casters do that to try to keep in touch with the community. They seem like cool guys.
Yeah.
Like Caldo was really known for doing that, especially in the earlier days of Heroes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's really cool. Like we have a screenshot somewhere. It's probably in the Bush League Discord somewhere. I think either I know I took one, and then I know maybe Honey JB did it or Schizo sent us a screenshot of what he said. So
invite him to cast the Bush League finals.
Yeah, that would be awesome to get him as a contact.
I think I don't know. I don't want to take that away from Goon and Silken because I think they embody what Bush League is. So I think
it'll be
everyone,
someone like Trixler and then someone crazy in the Bush League community, like maybe Grizzly.
Or you need somebody who can give commentary about like the inside scoop of Bush League.
Yeah,
to fill them in on all the drama.
Yeah, I think we would probably have a big group discussion with everyone who plays, right? To say, who do you guys want? I would prefer, I know it'd be more exposure for everyone and for everyone to be more exposed to their feeding, but I think I personally would prefer Silken and Goon to do it. So, but anyway, so now it's official. We're no longer underground, despite what Goon keeps saying. But someone famous in the community knows what we're doing. So if you want to,
aren't we still underground? But we just poked our head out into the sunlight, and then someone's gonna come by and step on us. And we'll be back.
Somebody's gonna make a visit to Trixler's house at night to make sure he keeps his mouth shut.
That's what you would say.
Well, if it's going to be that, it's going to be Grizzly because he's actually somewhat nearby.
Yeah, that's true. He lives right next to LA.
Well, he has the body for it.
Yeah, if I was going to say if any fan of the show would do that, and based on pure looks, it's Grizzly. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. Well, he also works out, so it's not. He's got a big body, but he's got muscle under there. So.
Yeah.
If there was a free for all between all the Windtimers, it would be like a brawl, like a Hunger Games style kind of competition. I put my money on Grizzly.
You should have said Battle Royale style.
He'd welcome that, He'd be like, hell yeah, I'll take everybody on.
Yeah.
He'd cut off his beard to make like a little tint for starting fire and shit.
Yeah. The kindling.
Yeah, kindling.
Yeah. But actually, the movie you should see, if you want to see that watch Battle Royale. It's like this Japanese film that came out maybe 15 years ago. It's
That movie was awesome. That was
Yeah.
that was like the prequel to the Hunger Games because that
Mhm.
and that shit was serious.
Yeah, and I think Quentin Tarantino has been on record saying that's the movie of the decade.
Yeah,
Whenever
it's his
that movie
favorite
came out.
movie.
Yeah,
He
so
said it's his favorite movie.
yeah, so definitely go watch. Do not watch it in subtitle. Don't watch it like dubbed. Watch it subtitled, please. Do not do the cheap bullshit.
And don't watch the sequel. The sequel is trash.
But I do
sequel's
not
trash.
agree with.
I
I
didn't even
don't
know
agree
it
with
had a sequel.
Tarantino.
Sequel
It's
is
not.
so
It's a
bad.
pretty good movie. It's not the movie of a decade though.
It's very good.
It is good though.
Like I would like. It's a movie like that where you think about it for like a week afterwards. Still, you know, it's not like like a Thor movie where you just exit the movie theater and you forget all about it 20 minutes later.
Do you
But-
feel
Forget
bad
all
for the
about it.
teacher?
No, I do not.
No.
No.
Okay.
No. Does Scott feel sympathy at all?
It's been so many years since I watched that movie.
Okay. All right. So again, if you want to sub for Bush League, please come to the Discord. Or if you want to find new teams or join a team, who knows what's going to happen from week to week in Bush League. So please hang out in the Bush League Discord, and who knows if you just may be on a new team at any moment.
2
So,
permanent subs, a team name change, all in
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, it's only been 3 weeks. It feels like it's been like 2 months.
It's like it's been a while.
Yeah. All right. So come to the Discord, hang out with all of us. We do have a Bush League theater, so we will sometimes watch the games together, get drunk together. Some of
Talk
us will get
shit
high together. Yeah.
Together.
All right. So please come to the Discord. Can I say that on Twitch, by the way? Smoking stuff? Is that
I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean,
no-
I'm in California. It's
You just
legal
have to
here.
come with a different name.
Yeah.
Just call it oranges. Remember
Yeah,
how we used to call it oranges?
I used to call it that, and you stole that. But anyway, okay. So all right. So we actually got an iTunes review. It's from. I have to zoom in because people will get mad and criticize my reading if I don't zoom in right now. So we got an iTunes review from. Actually, does someone else want to read it? I've been talking nonstop.
I'll read it.
All right, go for it.
Okay. I can't full screen or.
See, welcome to my world.
Yeah.
You want me to do it?
It says.
I could do it.
Shut up. Oh god.
Yeah.
It says it's a 5-star review from KC Court, and it says informative, fresh, and super fun. These guys are great to listen to. Great perspective of the current meta from all levels of play. They are fun and entertaining with their jokes and bashing on each other. I feel like when I listen to these guys, it's like me hanging out with a group of my friends. You have very bad friends. Only these guys talk about HOTS. I'm still pretty new to the game, so I get a lot of good tips from the banter about Hero League, and they have had some great special guests on the show, delving deeper into specific topics. If you like HOTS and witty banter with some friendly bashing, or just want a good podcast to listen to, this is the podcast for you. Keep up the good work, fellas. I enjoy listening and look forward to your streams.
Wow. Thanks for the kind words.
Casey?
Yeah,
Do we know-
Casey
is there any-
Court.
Is there any wind timer named Casey?
No.
Not that I know.
All right.
No. I don't know who it is. It could be a woman, by the way. We can't assume that it's a male.
Casey is a female's name.
Yeah, like Marty. Same thing. All right. So
All
thank
right.
you very much. Actually, giving those reviews actually helps us out a lot. So if you can support us financially via Patreon, iTunes, and subscribing via iTunes or Stitcher, and or leaving reviews are very, very helpful for us to get more listeners. All right. So we actually have a good show for you. We're going to talk about the new character Mephisto, talk about the rework for Hanamura. We'll discuss the patch notes, and then we'll discuss. We're going to do Toronto next week when she's actually officially released, and then we'll do. Obviously, I think everyone here just wants the Bush League drama, but that'll be last. Yeah, everyone wants that. I honestly think that everyone's already seen like the Nubcax and Not Paradox, review of Mephisto and Hanamura, and I feel like people just want the drama, but.
No, we got to talk about whether we think it's going to be relevant to our level of play. That's our whole angle, isn't it?
I know, but I think people really just want that, from what I can tell. But anyway, all right, let's just all right. So Mephisto is been announced. So let's go to Scott about this hero. What do you think?
Not really sure. His trait procs off hitting basically AoE damage. When you hit more than one hero, you get cooldown reduction, right? Is that what you get?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's always a little iffy. He seems like he's going to be more of a mage than an auto attacker.
Oh, hey, one sec. Casey's in the chat. Hey, Casey. Welcome. Thanks for the review.
Awesome.
Hey, yeah, right on. Are you a boy or a girl, or man or woman? Excuse me.
Are you like neutral?
Are you a boy man or a girl woman?
Yeah. Or do you identify as something else completely different?
Who knows nowadays?
Are you a troll?
Did you know, like on your SATs or something like that, there's like 12 options for your gender now?
Really?
You guys know that?
No way.
Yeah, there's 12 options now. That's crazy.
Why? What happens if you don't identify as any of those? Then you just like pick other on top of having 12. I
don't know.
bet you they do have an other one as well.
They do have like remember they had like in the census like 20 years ago, like 2 censuses ago, you could do like custom religions. So people did like Jedi as their religion.
All right, let's. All right, so I think Scott asked a question about Mephisto.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes. No. I forget. I'm not paying attention.
His trait procs off of hitting multiple heroes, right?
Or any hero with his abilities.
Any hero, yeah.
Any hero reduces the ability cooldown. Multiple heroes reduce the ability cooldown even more.
So his Q and E, if you hit each hero you hit is 1.5 seconds of reduction per hero hit. And then his Lightning Nova, his like big AoE thing is 0.3 seconds per hero.
That's per tick, right?
Per tick, yeah. And
Oh,
it takes
okay.
it takes 0.25 seconds for 2.5 seconds. So it is what? 10 ticks? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
8 plus
Oh,
2.
really?
8 plus 2.
Yeah. I mean, he looks like a mage and specializing in AoE damage. That's always a little bit iffy. Especially the meta right now, you want to blow up one target. And,
Well,
as soon as you get an advantage, you can blow up other targets. AoE damage is nice, but it's all in a team fight. It's all about getting that initial kill. So I'm not sure. He's got the Zeratul blink mechanic pretty much as one of his abilities.
Well,
Where he blinks
wormhole.
in and
Wormhole.
wormhole. There we go.
Yeah.
The thing with that
back.
though is you always blink back to your original location
Yeah.
after 2.5 seconds, but can't you activate it earlier even if you're CC'd?
That's what I thought.
I don't know if you're stunned, or silenced, I would assume you can't.
Technically, I guess, because if it's 2.5 seconds and the 2.5 second hits while you're CC'd, I guess you technically move while you're CC'd, right? Because it's got to automatically.
Oh, if the
port you
time
back.
runs out.
Yeah, when the time runs out.
I think it automatically teleports you back, but
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Hero's not up yet, so it's hard to really say for sure.
Heroes Hearth has everything up there already. Like all his talents and cooldown numbers are already up on the website, which is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how they get all that information so early.
What they'd probably do is send a couple of people to play, and then they'll screenshot like every talent at Gamescom or something. That's probably what happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they have someone on the inside, like a developer or something.
No, man, I love Heroes Hearth. They're doing stuff that Blizzard should be doing.
Yeah.
In terms of giving out information to people, so more power to them.
But
Yep.
does he seem like he's gonna be OP as well? That's what I think.
I feel like if you're in silver, yes.
Well, let's talk about his heroics though. The heroic where it deals damage, slows, and reveals. That's kind of a cool mechanic. Um, and the other one, which is the root, Scott was saying that's not a like he doesn't have a lot of blow up. I think that's going to be really useful for blow ups because that root kind of spreads, so you can root multiple people clumped up. I think there's a lot of fights that go down that way, gold and under. So I think that's going to be pretty powerful, actually.
Yeah, I will say it's cool that they released Mephisto. He's one of the heroes I've been waiting for a while. If anybody who's played Diablo 2, especially the original Diablo 2, not the expansion, you always did a ton of Magic Find Mephisto runs where you would just Diablo 2's or Diablo in general is repetitive, where you just do the same shit over and over, and you would spend, hundreds of hours killing him trying to get loot. So he's a very memorable boss in Diablo 2, so I'm glad they brought him in.
Now who's left? Baal?
Yeah, I think
Baal.
he's the last one.
Baal is it Baal? Is the pronunciation?
Baal.
All right.
Is it Christian Bale?
There's only
Yes.
Okay.
It's named after
He's
Christian
just
Bale
as
because he
angry
does the
as
voice
Christian
acting.
Bale.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes
Just wanted
sense.
to confirm.
I guess Fringe. Do you care about the lore of Diablo?
No.
Oh well, just to give you a tidbit, Tathamet, I believe that's how you say it. Tathamet is like the creation of the Diablo universe was created from the battle between Tathamet, which is like the prime evil, and then Anu, which is like the opposite of Tathamet. So it's basically dark and light fighting against each other, and their battle, they killed each other, and after the remains of the battle, the energy that was spread across the universe created the Diablo universe. And from the remains of Tathamet created 7 evils, the 3 prime evils, Diablo being one of them.
Lord of
Mephisto is the second, and Baal is
Terror,
the
Lord of
third.
Hatred. What's Baal? He's the Lord. What's he the Lord of?
Terror?
I do not forget.
Terror is
I do
Diablo.
remember.
Oh.
Yeah, Diablo's
Mephisto's
terror.
Hatred.
Yeah,
Maybe he's
And then-
Lord of Chaos or something.
and then there's 3 prime evils. Those are the 3, and there's 4 lesser evils, and one of them is Asmodan.
Sin, right?
Yeah, Lord of Sin, and I forget the other 3, but that's a quick bit of lore for you, French.
It's like a female one, I think, too. Or one's like a girl.
Baal was the Lord of Destruction.
Yeah.
Old Backpack was the big Diablo player. He would come back from school and just do cow runs on their Diablo.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of them with him.
He would just come back and
Cow
just,
runs for experience, Mephisto runs for magic find items.
Speaking of
Yeah,
lore,
but it's
did you guys see like the new World of Warcraft cinematic with the orc with Sourfang?
Oh, yeah, that was a good video.
That was amazing. What about the Diva one that came out today?
No, that was bad.
I saw the
Diva
Diva
one. That's
I
bad.
didn't see that one.
It wasn't bad. It was good.
It was pretty
No,
good.
you just
It was pretty good.
you just have a
It was like 8 minutes long,
yeah, but no. Artistically, it looked great, but the story is stupid. Oh, you can't fight this alone. I could help you. Okay.
I mean, the themes are pretty simple in all the Overwatch videos.
Yeah, but like the Winston one was awesome.
I guess so.
I love the Winston. Even the one at BlizzCon, the
The
guy with
Reinhardt
one
one
eye.
is probably the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right,
They had
so-
the May one. She's the frozen girl. She
Yeah,
was out in the Arctic or whatever.
Antarctica.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I liked it because she's Korean. I'm Korean. There's the
She looks pretty good,
automatic,
doesn't she?
automatic bias.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. She's got an ass that can't quit.
Oh man.
Know what I mean?
Do you guys ever
I
see
will
those?
want to watch the video.
And apparently
have
she
those,
literally doesn't quit because she's always there in the fixing up the
That's
mech and
right.
shit.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
Bacon's ideal wife right there.
Yeah.
No, if
She's
if
so
I
into cubing.
if I come in and there's only Doritos and Mountain Dew for dinner every night, I'm no thank you.
Oh, no one's perfect. All right.
Well, I mean, she's a fictional character. In reality,
Yeah.
she wouldn't have that type of body eating the Doritos and Mountain Dew all day. Every day.
She just
Winky
works out.
face.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe it's that suit's really tight, just sucks it all in. I don't know.
Yeah, she's in reality just super chubby and, always has Dorito like crumbs, like a permanent like nacho cheese kind of like crustiness around her mouth.
What the amount of work she does and the amount of Doritos she eats, she probably doesn't shower, and Dorito crumbs probably get into places and stay there.
Oh.
Ugh. Disgusting.
I just like how Hero Physio just trolls nonstop. He's trolling right now. Like I can't keep up because I'm trying to host the podcast, but I just can't keep up with all that he's saying.
I bet Hero would like a piece of that diva cheesy pussy.
Oh. No. We all know that Hero Physio is a Twinkie. We all know this.
What is that?
Yellow on the outside, white on the inside.
I think it's supposed to be banana.
Oh.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
Yeah, we all
banana.
know this. This is like on the first time he was on the show, he was like, we talked about like how he's not a rice queen, like he shuns Asian girls.
Yeah. Well, he is from Midwest Canada, so that's white people territory. He's just trying to assimilate,
Well, he can't assimilate with that attitude. He cannot assimilate in the States. We'll put it that way. All right.
Depends on where you go. He's perfectly fine in the South, right next to Bacon.
Bacon's no longer in the South anymore. Right? You're not in the South.
He's in
right?
Carolina. That's part of the
North Carolina
South.
is part of the South.
I know though.
I'm in the north south.
What? That's the middle.
Did you not take United States history?
Where southeast? That's pretty much up to around North Carolina. Let's be real. It's north. The Carolinas are still part of the South.
Yeah, Virginia is above it, right? And that's part of the South.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's around Tennessee, Kentucky. That's like the borderline.
It has north in the name.
It's north of the
Yeah.
South State.
What's your point?
It's north.
And New Mexico
It's
is
north
supposed
of-
to be
There's
South
North
Carolina.
Dakota and South
The
Dakota,
north.
and that's just right dab in the middle of the United fucking States. So it doesn't
the north.
matter or anything.
It's not the South. All right. All right. Where was I? All right.
You should visit North Carolina. It's very much the
I have.
South.
No. I did. I actually bought fireworks there, or South Carolina. One of the two.
No,
but they
that's a
have-
southern. Where else are you gonna buy fireworks?
It was one of the Carolinas. I was in the deep South. All right. What do you want?
Deep South.
All right. But anyway.
The deep
All right.
South that you're trying to claim is the North.
No. South Carolina is the South, and North Carolina is the North.
Of Carolinas, which is
No.
in the South in the United States.
Did North Carolina fight in the Civil War? Which side were they on? I don't
The
know.
South.
Was it really?
Yes,
The
that's
South.
why they're part of the South.
Oh.
They were
I
one
didn't
of
know
the
that.
slave states.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, fine. Maybe it's the South. All right. I retract
For
it.
sure.
Well, I thought you were a
Still
hippie.
a-
You know all about slave stuff, don't you?
Well, because now that I have solar panels, I'm a hippie now. Is that what
Yes,
happened? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, that's all right.
But
Well, you know.
wasn't it written in the contract that you signed installing the panels?
Well, I think.
I agree that I am now a hippie.
Yeah, and then you also have to grow your beard as longer than Bahamut's. Yes. So,
Yeah,
That's
what it also says,
impossible.
too. Oh.
basically
oh,
in contract to not shave for the next 5 years.
I think he's been growing it for much longer than that.
I could grow mine out for 5 years, and I'd be lucky to have fringe averages length.
Ah.
Like,
Do you like my length? Do you like my length, Bacon?
oh, it's very nice length.
Do you want to have my length? Do you,
I could put both hands on your length, and it'll feel very nice.
Boom. All right. All right. So I think we all like Mephisto.
Speaking of body
right?
shots.
Is that the takeaway? I wasn't
Well,
really paying attention.
He's going to be fun to play, but I mean, the range on his abilities is going to limit his effectiveness, I think. I mean, if you're a noob and because his range is kind of limited, you're going to want to get those those abilities in, and you get ganked or get killed, then that's gonna hurt. I think
Yeah.
the opposite
His-
of you guys.
His health
His-
pool from level 1 is 1968. And then let me see Vala's health pool to
That's not
compare.
bad.
Because Vala is
Like
pretty squishy.
1300.
Vala's at 1273 at level 1.
Yeah, 1900 is a little bit less than Tychus, I think.
Yeah, that's actually a lot of health.
Yeah.
So let me see. Urel. Urel has 2670. That's a bad example. Never mind. Let me see Tychus.
Yeah, Tychus is like 21, I think.
Tychus is 1925, so it's basically the same as Tychus.
Yeah.
He has more than Tychus.
Shit.
Wow. That's like the highest
Assassin.
warrior
Yeah.
ranged.
What about Greymane?
I don't think he's more than Tychus is front line.
Yeah.
He's like a frontline assassin.
Yeah.
And Greymane's health scales better. He scales at 4.5%.
Yeah, Greymane's in the 1800s, so yeah, it's up there. But his range is also
Yeah, but he has
Yeah.
dive. He has basically the wormhole ability to go in a little deeper as well.
yeah.
I just thought the best show title ever. I want Fringe Average's length. That is the best show
That's a
title.
pretty cool show
Just
title.
Narcissist
man.
as usual.
That's gonna be on my tombstone. I want Fringe Average's length.
Nice.
No. The fringe average. No, I had the greatest length. I had the best length.
All right. So let's move on. Let's do Hanamura. So they announced that I almost said renounced, but they announced that Hanamura had changes, and it looks pretty cool. Instead of having 2 payloads, there's going to be 1, and then as the game progresses, the payload gets harder if you're the winning team because the payload has to be escorted to the enemy side of the map. So that seems pretty cool. So what do you guys? What does Tower? Well, actually, what does Bacon think about Hanamura? Since you're Asian.
Very nice design.
Very nice.
Very good design. I think this is what Hanamura should have been. 1 cart, you fight over the 1 cart, and it might take a while to capture it, but like it all makes sense now compared to what it was before because of the mayhem. Like the 2 carts split up your team and then do like a multi-pronged defense and offense kind of thing. That sounded fun or good on paper, but it ended up just being whoever won just got both carts anyway. So it's just depending on how long it takes to actually capture it, then there's the balance in that map because it still seems like you win the fight, then you just go capture it anyway because there's gonna be no one to contest it if you're the only team on the map to even fight over for it. Because if it's like you win the fight, it's 5v3, and the 3 are not gonna do anything, so your 5 are free to do whatever you want and keep pushing the cart, right? So it still seems like it's just gonna be based on 1 team fight over the objective.
Well, this time you can actually attack the core. That's, I think, huge to have some counterplay
it's a
or
big
other things
change.
to do. If you
That
want to
is
fight,
true.
you could
Is it
attack
2
some
lane
of
or
the
3 lane
towers.
still?
2 looks like.
2 lane.
2. Okay.
I think
then
that's huge.
that is true. And the fact that it doesn't start shooting the core until all the buildings are dead, so you do actually have time. Even if you lose that fight, you can go split push and actually gain value, maybe even tie the value of the cart. So that seems nice.
Similar to Sky Temple, like a 2-lane Sky Temple a little bit.
Yeah.
I think the camp changes too are kind of cool. Before they had the healing one, where you could get experience from it, and then you just get all the bribe characters like Brightwing and Falstad. You just get those super easy. So removing the healing camp, I think, is pretty cool because that was kind of
That's way better making it a siege camp.
Yeah, yeah, the cleaving like Merc. That's kind of cool. So you can actually push down lanes like normal. So I think it's a good change. It's actually more like a normal map. It's less, I think, like this weird play style and everything. It's more like people can kind of understand it if you're just getting into the game, I think, because it has similarities to other maps. The objective is going to work similar to Sky Temple, and you can choose whether to contest it or not. You know, maybe you're okay with losing the first cart, and then you want to contest the next one. You can push down one side and get other values similar to Infernal Shrines.
Yeah. For me, the thing is going to be how fast does the objective move when you're capping it? You know, because like if I'm not sure if they said does it move faster still if you got more people in it?
I think that was the old mechanic. Yeah, it capped at 3. 3 would move
Because
the fastest.
I think that should still be implemented because, you know, say you cap the first objective and capping the second objective into the enemy team's base can be kind of hard. So if you could split push and, you know, if the objective moves slower with one person, if they want to cap it fast, they got multiple people, that could cause, you know, a bigger strategy mechanic of like, do they want to cap it or do they want to defend while we're split pushing because we don't want to bother capping right now because that would take a lot of effort and we could get value elsewhere.
They did say the carts are exactly the same except for the fact that there's only one, and if there's no one on it, it just stands still.
Right.
So it seems like the 3-person mechanic is probably still in there. Yeah. But I hope like they fixed the camps, so that 5-man push strat shouldn't work anymore, right? Theoretically.
Yeah, so I guess you should go over the 5-man push strat where everyone just kind of pushed down one lane instead, like they ignored the other carts and picked them up later. From what I remember on Hanamura.
No,
well, part of that strategy was you'd also get like extra tower shots on the core when you got down.
Yeah, that's right.
Well.
That's right. You'd push down the forts like on one lane, and then you'd go back and cap yours later or something.
Yeah, between that and bribing the camps with the bribe hero, you'd be able to actually come out ahead on experience.
Yep.
Is this map good enough, do you think, just based upon this video, that it's HCC viable?
I think there's a lot of counterplay to it. I think it could be an HCC map. It's not. I think there's enough counterplay, and it looks like the objective isn't super powerful. You can still push down, lanes like normal. But I think it is viable. I know you can always, I think, troll with a stealth hero and contest it, right? That's still in there. So, yeah, it'd be cool.
It kind of reminds me of Battlefield of Eternity now. It's like, yeah, it's a 2-lane map, so you do your 1-4 split for a while, and then you meet in the middle and then fight it out.
Yeah. Definitely seems like it'll be better than what it was. But as far as HGC, I don't know. The old iteration of Hanamura just left a bad taste in my mouth to where I really don't even want to see it in Hero League.
It's a nice looking map, though. It's one of the best looking maps, I think.
Yep, we all know you like watching the blades of grass move.
Dude, you know what? Someone has to program that, You guys don't know.
All right.
I do know.
Well, anyway, watching a Pixar film and looking at that little small part in the corner of the animation, someone put time and effort into that.
You're one of those guys, huh?
Yeah.
It's never mind. All right, so congratulations. The map looks good. It doesn't look like it's gonna be extremely bad, which is good. Hopefully they start retiring maps now. Hopefully they get rid of Garden of Terror or like Haunted Mines.
Well, they sort of did in Hero League.
It'd be nice if they don't have all the non-Hero League maps in Quick Match and Unranked Draft. If they could like just rotate through those a little bit, because a lot of those maps people don't want to play on.
No, those are all half measures. I don't get why Blizzard does all these half measures for a while and then end up implementing what we want anyway. Because think about we've asked for the longest time so we could veto certain maps, right? And then they did, okay, we'll do a half measure, we'll rotate maps. Well, that ended up being ass because sometimes the best maps would be rotated out, and then, you know, Blackheart's Bay
Yeah.
or Warhead Junction would be subbed in and be like, okay, for the next month, this map pool is complete garbage. So, like, and then now they've realized, okay, for Hero League, the vast majority of players don't want to play on these 3 maps, so we're just going to completely remove them just from ranked, right? So that's another half measure on top of the half measure they already took. So it's a quarter measure. They already know what we want. They're already implementing little steps towards it, right? Why don't they just fucking bite the bullet and do what should have been done a year ago, 2 years ago? Just give us map bans.
You know, one thing I've noticed is that if you play unranked draft or quick match, it's always the shitty maps. Have you guys noticed that? Like that's
Well,
something
it's
that I've
not
noticed
always,
last week.
but it's there's a decent amount of shitty maps. There's what
Yeah.
5 maps that aren't part of the Hero League rotation that are in play right now, I believe.
But why not just have all the maps be available for quick match and then use the HCC maps for Hero League and Team League and unranked, because isn't unranked supposed to get you ready for ranked play, right? So how does playing on Blackheart's Bay get you ready to play, you know, competitively? It doesn't do anything.
But maybe they need another game mode. They need another like quick match plus draft or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
That
I
has
just
these other
like,
maps.
I literally just, like, I hate queuing up for unranked, and then it's fucking Blackheart's Bay.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
half
I'm
the
like-
time,
Yeah.
like we're trying to scrim or like play as a team, and then we can't wait as long to play team league. So we do unranked draft, and then like you said, it's Blackheart's Bay, or it's Warhead Junction. Well, I'm okay with Warhead Junction, but
Yeah,
Terror.
like when my team does play, we usually just do team league, like, because it's the only place where we can actually get a good map. Like,
True that.
we don't want to get rankings. We just want a good map. That's all we want, and we can't get that in unranked because it's always like it. I would say at least 80% of the time it's either Blackheart's, Haunted Mines, or Garden Terror. like I don't want
Seems
to
like it.
It actually gets me upset because
See,
I don't.
I
want
also
to play
think
these
like,
maps.
are we out of touch with the community? Because there was a vote on Reddit saying, should Blizzard remove Blackhearts from the map pool until they do a rework? Half the people said no. It should stay in the map pool.
Well, I used to really like Blackhearts. That used to be one of my favorites, but times have changed.
No, that poll was this time. Right now time. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe we're
I
missing
don't
something.
doubt that some people still like it. I
Yeah.
still kind of like the Blackhearts mechanic, but it's just with all the new maps that have come out, and some of them have been pretty good. Outside of like Hanamura, it's just feels kind of old, and the whole playstyle of Blackhearts is PvE. There's not enough focus on
Yeah,
interacting with the other team.
it's the one map I just don't try. Like we get Blackheart's Bay, and I'm like, I'm not going to try that hard this game.
And
It's
it's
kind of like
so
like you
feast
said,
or
PvE.
it's so feast or famine too.
Yeah.
You either get the first turn in, use that advantage to get the next turn in because you snipe the other team's coins, and then it's just a snowball from there. Like, okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, so I think we all agree that the new map looks good. We're all excited to play it. All right. So let's quickly go through the patch that came out today. So looks like Chromie got a slight buff.
Man, I was actually enjoying the time I had with no Chromie in my games.
So this is what I missed. Chromie was cancerous. She got the rework. So how is it? I saw that she was the lowest win rate hero in the game, but is that actually how it feels?
She just never picked, and normally I don't have to wait. I waste a ban on Chromie, and I'm like, she's not picked because now you have to, auto attack and play actually more skilled than just shoot bombs from the back line. So that's how I feel about it.
What does French think about Chromie's rework?
I don't like Chromie. I've said from day one when she got released that I think she's trash. Like, and I still believe that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, her playstyle
Not
is trash, but
Her
she was
playstyle's trash,
effective
yeah.
in the.
No.
the-
Like, I never said that. I just thought that she was in the tier with like Valera's, of straight trash that should never have been involved in the game or put into the game.
Yeah.
But I can
Well,
see
Valera
she was
nowadays
good
is
for
really
like
good,
quite
too.
a while. But this is good for her. If you like playing Chromie, she can come back now. Yeah.
She is the lowest hero on Hot Slugs right now, even below Tassadar at 36%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she needed a buff, and she got one. So hopefully it doesn't get too crazy. But I don't think this is too crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
5% buff to her abilities, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's still dropped down a lot from her what's her W or whatever. And so that's still, I think, at least 100 damage less from the initial nerf. So I think it's all right.
All right. So Kel'Thuzad got buffed. It seems like.
Is it a buff? It's a pretty large rework.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
It's like none of us play KT, right? So
No, my friend was just saying, it's like, why do you get changed though? I've never played KT.
I mean, one of the huge changes I would say, and that's definitely a nerf, is the chains on Kel'Thuzad. The duration of that you could chain somebody's decreased, which is kind of significant, but you can't change people to structures anymore.
Oh,
Oh, that's
shit.
huge.
Is
That's shitty.
very big. You know, KT
Oh.
was very good when you're pushing in because the enemy team's standing around the structure, so you go and chain them
Oh,
to
Yeah,
a wall.
yeah,
If you hit the chains on them, you got guaranteed chain to their structures, which is very easy to hit to set up your combo, and you can't do that anymore.
So that's why they put the Glacial Spike ability on the trait for when you get 15 stacks out of 30.
Oh, you gotta work for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody picked that
freebies.
already, so baking
Yeah.
that in kind of makes sense.
But that's huge. Wow.
Yeah,
Jesus. Okay.
I missed that. Oh, damn.
And then they're reducing Shadow Fizzer's damage by 10%, which is still not gonna do anything. It's still chunks like a bitch.
Was Frost Nova got reduced as well.
Frost
So is-
Blast or Frost Nova?
Frost Nova. The damage got reduced by is that like 15%?
Something
What's-
like that.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
about 15% damage reduction. So that's a pretty significant nerf. His Death and Decay got buffed
It's wave clear.
yeah. So his whole one-shot combo is going to deal a little bit less damage.
But he starts off with a cooldown reduction, and then at the 15 he gets the Glacial Spike, which is pretty much the go-to to get extra stacks, right? So it seems like if you're already good with Kel'Thuzad, then your stacking shouldn't be too neutered. Like even
Well,
in
your
the
stacking
beginning,
should be quicker, right?
Structures.
Because you got lower cooldowns initially.
and even in the early game, you're trying to get E and E onto two heroes to try to get maximum stack value in the 4-man, right? So, yeah, I don't know. I didn't read much into the talents, so hopefully, maybe next week we'll know a little bit more about it. But
Okay. All right. So Raynor got nerfed. So my question is Raynor still first ban worthy in ranked play?
I
think he's still very strong.
I mean, he got the ace in the hole nerf. That's the big nerf. The level 13 talent giddy up is marginal, and the level 16 nerf for paint them red, it's marginal. And his basic attack damage, you have like over a 10% buff to level 1. So, you know, it's not necessarily a nerf to his attack damage the way they swapped it around. Late game, you're doing a little less damage.
he
I
still
think the
hits like a truck.
Yeah, I think the break even points around level 14 or 15, where you're gonna start dealing less damage late game, but you deal more damage early game. So, it's hard to say that's that big of a nerf.
Do you think that even counters the damage you would get from Ace in the Hole, like that passive ability?
Yeah, the Ace in the
Makes
Hole
up for it.
damage is the biggest nerf because in high crowd control teams, that's basically like a 20% damage increase,
Yep.
which is now 15.
All right. So I think basically, if you read between the lines, I think we all agree that he's still first ban worthy in ranked.
He's
Right.
still
You
gonna do
guys-
a lot of damage, I think.
What's the split between heroics you guys seen recently? Is it still mostly raiders?
Yeah,
That's what I
mostly.
pick.
Mostly.
If you
Mostly
use
damage.
Raiders, it's a shorter cooldown. If you're good at macro, it's always up. It's you don't need Hyperion to push in if you've killed them with Raiders.
Okay. All right. So
what's up with the hitbox? Is
do you
it
mean?
just me, or is the hitbox of the raider like Asmodan sized? Because
Is it
Even
really
if
that big? I
It
thought was
seems
pretty
small to me.
It seems kind of small.
Really?
Yeah.
Because-
it's bacon length.
Oh,
oh shit, son!
I did it. Call back.
Alright.
Nice.
Call back. Finish joke.
But
You never said that. I'm gonna clip that forever. I'm gonna
What?
find it, replay it, put the start of every episode now.
I'm
Going
glad.
on.
I'm glad I could do that for you.
Yeah.
But those little in Battlefield of Eternity, the immortal like stun circles that they do. It's like magnetized to whatchamacallit, the Raiders or something. I don't know. I've seen some videos where if you don't remove the Raider half a screen away from the immortal's gonna kill the thing with the stuns. It's really
yeah,
weird
I don't
with the
know.
hitbox.
I've never
I don't
actually seen their hitbox size to see how
Exactly.
big it is.
There's no circle beneath the Raider, so we don't really
Yeah.
know what the actual hitbox is. But anyway,
Seems to die pretty easily to AoE damage.
yeah.
All right. So is Asmodan got nerfed, right? Is this? I think it's a minor one. Seems like.
Yes.
I think if old Backpack was here, he could tell us for sure. But it feels like it's a minor nerf.
Yeah. One of his level 1 talents got buffed, which is the PvE. But his most picked talents got nerfed. Asmodan's pretty strong right now, so I guess he needed it.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the games I was talking about when a couple of weeks ago when it first came out? Like in 2-lane maps, you can still fully stack globe. Have you guys seen that now?
No.
Really?
Like,
One of
I
the two
saw-
games I played, I'm pretty sure it was a Battlefield of Eternity Asmodan game. He got like 350 stacks or something.
Yeah, Asmodan gets stacks easily now. That's
Yeah.
why he's strong.
It's fucking crazy.
You can hit minions, you can hit heroes. Either way, you get stacks. And especially like in Battlefield of Eternity, fuck the minion stacks. You go and just keep dunking heroes because that's a sure thing that you don't need like the minions to die in a certain amount of time. You hit 3 heroes each globe, you're getting like 9 stacks if you get the level 1 that gets
Well, I
you
think-
additional
what was it?
stacks from it. That's
Yeah.
more than hitting a wave and getting a full wave at 7. So
Yeah. Tomb the Sparta Queen overpowered as well. So always my top ban on Tomb. But
I think that's actually is one of his lowest win rates, right?
really?
Well, maybe at
my
the lower
games
levels,
it's like
it's different.
our Asmodan, like he just like Scott was saying, stacks on everybody.
Yeah, Tomb of the Spider
Wow.
Queen is his third lowest win rate map.
That's so crazy. That's so
Well,
crazy.
Skya is
He's
his
probably
highest,
picked a
which
lot
makes
more.
sense.
Yeah, well, Sky for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, all right. Deckard. They
This one's so funny because no one takes Ancient Blessings on level 13 anyway, but it got nerfed.
Yeah, they're basically the
Watching
the
Bush League games and seeing Deckard Canes, what the fuck, bros?
Ah.
Healing potions.
I mean, well,
That was the reason
obviously
to
the Bush League players knew this nerf to Ancient Blessings was going to happen, so they were already practicing about
Yes.
working using alternate talents.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. No.
Yes.
Guys.
What are your thoughts on Deckard play in Bush League, Bacon? How do you really feel?
It's no bueno. No. It's not good.
Oh my God.
As a support main, no.
Would you say that Bush League in general, the gameplay in general, is no bueno?
Actually, some like
But-
some moments of
majority of
brilliance. Honestly, I don't remember the teams. Uh-oh. What's going on? Is Skype doing this? What's going on? Okay, sorry guys. Guys, that the level of Deckard Cain play is freezing Skype. What the fuck? What should I do? Yeah, Skype crashed. 1 second, guys. So how was your day, everybody? Hash brown. Nice one.
Hello?
Oh,
It was
hello.
Grange's Skype. My Skype was fine.
Yeah.
No, like my internet's fine. Just like new Skype crashed.
Yeah.
Thanks, Windows.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what happened.
All right.
Weird.
We all here?
Hold on,
Yeah.
I can't figure out how to get you guys.
Well, there it
Sorry.
goes.
Hold on. Okay. There we go. Now you're switched. What the fuck?
It's all right. Who cares? They know who we are now. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
care.
the real Tower Baron.
Yeah.
You wish. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. What's going on?
All right.
Okay.
Well, Ancient's Blessings, guys. I don't know how many times I had to reiterate on the show. It is the shit. Not so much anymore. I don't know. We'll have to see because of the patch notes. But
Yeah, it got nerfed by like 10%.
you guys have no idea how much burst potential Ancient Blessing has if you use it correctly. And it's like it's an oh shit button in terms of Deckard Cain being able to survive. So you self-queue to heal yourself with the potion, and then you use Ancient's Blessing to melee attack in a situation when you can't run away, because usually Deckards can't. If they're in the middle of it, they're not leaving. So you auto attack and get the healing off of Ancient's Blessing and your Q, and hopefully your teammates can buy you. You're buying enough time so your teammates can finish off somebody to turn the fight. But at the same time, if you press D and you're auto attacking, and your enemy and your teammates are also auto attacking, they're also getting the Ancient's Blessings value, which is AoE, by the way. So all 5 of your teammates get AoE burst damage and self-sustained healing from him. It's like a Bloodlust on trait on a 30-second cooldown or 40-second cooldown. I forget the cooldown. It's shorter than Bloodlust for sure. But yeah, it's like Bloodlust. except you still have Stay a While and Listen or Lorenado to use. I don't get like why people don't use it. And like Potion of Revival, yes, the healing is good if you're standing all in a group, which is not a really good idea in the first place. If you're staying next to each other trying to get AoE value from the healing, you're also get AoE value to the enemy team who's trying to give you, like the Kel'Thas is gonna DQ your ass and kill your team or do AoE damage in general. And super healing potions, I am not like a big fan in terms of the setup required to get value out of it, because Ancient's Blessing gives you the value right then and there, but super healing potion needs obviously the 2 seconds or whatever it requires.
Those are some big healing potions though, so huge.
It doesn't fucking matter when the enemy is when your teammate's 10% and you can't wait the 2 seconds to give him the extra healing, but Ancient's Blessing gives you the healing right then and then.
So Scott, when you say huge, are you talking about fringe length?
No, that's too much healing.
Exactly.
No,
that's too much healing.
That's too much
I
healing.
was more so referring to the Tomster commentary on Bush League. It's like these potions are so huge, but nobody's grabbing them.
And they're grabbing them before the 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Value.
Think about if all five players, even if you're not good at blowing up somebody, if all 5 players with Ancient's Blessings focuses their auto attacks on one player, that's like at level 13, 600 DPS a second just for that one talent alone. And you get healing from it. And all the team has their QWE abilities to blow up that target even further. Think about the value that brings. And I don't get why you wait 2 seconds for an extra little healing. Even if it's fringe average length. If it's not the 2 second timer, then there's no value in it. I mean. And the Q cooldown is short to begin with.
Oh, hey, Bacon.
What?
In chat, Hero Physio says,
I read it.
And I quote, of course Bacon would say size doesn't matter.
That's how you use it.
Hey, I measured. I'm average length, okay?
Oh God.
Would you say fringe average length?
What length is this? Because that's about average length, right? That's what I got going.
It depends where you measure from. Where are you measuring from? Huh?
Well, you gotta do it from the base.
The top or the bottom?
No, I go from my anus to tip.
Anus to tip. From anus to tip, I'm a good 13 inches.
Yeah. All right. Anyway. All right. So I like how Hero Physio. For those of you who don't know, Hero Physio is probably he's for some small island, right? Or something like that. His ancestors or something like that from some small Asian island or something. We discussed this on the first show, like how he's boat people.
Boat people.
That's the thing. Like from Japan?
No.
Samoa?
It was just no. He's not Samoan.
Guam?
But I just remember Bacon saying, "Oh, you're a boat. Your friends are boat people, or your family's boat people." I remember him saying that.
A surf ninja?
Possibly. What an awful that was.
I don't remember. That was too many episodes ago. We don't remember that shit.
I just remember Bacon saying to Hero, "Oh, your family are boat people," or something like that. But
that sounds like something I would have said. But yeah.
Oh yeah, Vietnam. Boom. See, boat people.
Fobs. You mean a fob?
Yes, maybe. Yes,
that means fresh off the boat. That means like Asians who are recently immigrated to America.
Yeah, because he had a yellow rice rocket when he was a kid. I think he said so on the show. Yeah. So then Bacon said that he's a fob. Yeah, there it is. All right.
But I still think Ancient's Blessings is the shit.
Oh yeah, I think you should still get it for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so Lily, the biggest thing is the Gale Force talent reduces the blind. I don't know why they did that, but they did. So
No, the biggest thing is the Cloud Serpent. The Cloud Serpent's Instacast, which basically means when you're moving, when you cast it, you don't stop. You can keep running. They did the same thing to Morales with her Q and W, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yep. Okay, so Stugoff.
Hold on. Mistweaver got nerfed, right?
Yeah. Do people actually pick Mistweaver?
That's what I was thinking. I thought
No.
it was always double cups, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I always
of
go
course.
upgraded.
Double cups, or if you're getting focused,
you
go
always
the
go
armor
double
talent,
Ds.
right?
When in doubt, when looking at jugs, get 2 jugs, not
Yeah.
1 jug. You want 2 jugs. All right. So Stugoff, he got buffed. It seems like. So that's cool.
Wasn't his rework bad? Stukov, you're a Stukov man,
Yeah.
right? You
Yeah,
were a
then
Stukov man?
Definitely weaker.
Yeah, I don't like I don't like him very much. I mean, he's still good in Bush League, but in general, no, he's not that good anymore.
You got
he
like
went too far.
5% health buff and damage buff.
Yeah.
What are like the top 2 to 3 reasons that you don't like him anymore from the old Stukov French?
Well, you have to go. More people are going the W build now, right?
You actually have to aim it.
Yeah, but the thing is that I think they just need to increase that one talent. So instead of having it disappear in 4 seconds, make it 5 or something like that.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the level
yeah.
new level
Growing
13.
infestation.
Yeah,
Growing
that's the one. They
infestation.
need to increase that to 5, and then I'd feel better about him. Because 4 is pretty short still. Because then, in order to get value from it, you have to have some crowd control to set it up in order to pull it off. To get value from it. If not, then it feels kind of bad. But all right.
4 seconds is a long time. I don't know what you're talking about. That's like a mosh pit or whatever.
Yeah, but the thing is that you have to be on comms though. If you're just playing, Hero League or unranked or quick match, you really don't have that coordination. So by the time the setup, it's too short of a time though.
Well,
So-
I mean, if you want longer time, then they have the one after on 16, the persistent lurking arm, right? The persist after it cancels.
Yeah, but why would you? There's a better talent though to get, but
True, I'm just saying.
I know,
options.
but
I think
just
4
like,
seconds is a long time.
yeah, I don't know. I just missed the old one where you just have your E down the entire time.
And just like don't do anything and just have people
Yeah,
walk into it.
Yeah.
That talent's a little rough because it takes 2.5 seconds for the lurking arm radius to grow to its maximum size. So it's only its maximum size for 1.5 seconds. If you pick the growing infestation,
Yeah.
which isn't that long.
Yeah.
So is with this level 4 buff, is One Good Spread officially dead?
No.
All right, because they nerfed that one a lot, I think.
Yeah.
Well, is the root still in? Sorry, I mean this is how much I've been away from the game. Is that a level 13 root talent still in the game?
Yep.
Yes.
What tier is it at?
16.
It's at
So
13.
13 or
Oh,
16.
13.
It's at 13.
Oh, it
Yeah.
competes with the
Yeah.
growing talent now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fringe doesn't know because he doesn't choose it.
Yeah. Boom.
Yeah, yeah, a long discussion on that that
Yes.
podcast 2 weeks
Oh yeah,
ago.
I'm very aware. All right, so the white man got nerfed. So the Q build is no longer in vogue. Now it's
Yeah,
the
that seems like a huge nerf to the Q build.
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now you have to go like the healing activatable at 1, go for the cooldown reduction with your W at 4 now probably.
W got buffed by a lot.
Yeah.
You get way more mana back, and the
Oh, yeah.
cooldown on your W is even shorter now. So
I
The
think
biggest
this,
thing, the biggest thing about the W build though is you lose the ability to run and go, heal and go at the same time. Like because the casting W to get the full value from healing, even if you're casting it on an ally, that's where the value from W build comes from, and W build is obviously heavily self-rooting. So that's kind of somewhat limited because I felt like I got caught out a lot of times, more times than I would like, because I was trying to get more value out of W, right?
Right.
And Q build
Yeah.
allows you to just kind of throw out Qs and kind of do your thing.
Yeah, but this nerf is no longer White Mane is no longer in the Bush League meta now.
No, dude, Clemency is still fucking good.
No,
It's
no,
amazing.
She is outside the meta now for Bush League.
No, you're
I've
crazy.
I've
You
decreed it
are
right now.
Crazy.
It's been
No,
decreed.
she's just as easy to play as before. Instead of just throwing Qs out, you just throw Ws out on your allies.
Yeah, but you have to stand still.
You don't have
But
to
you
challenge
adjust
the whole
your
way.
playstyle, and then you just throw out 3 Qs, stay in the way back line, and then just throw Ws out.
You're speaking from a master point of view. You're talking the supports in Bush League are like silver players.
That's a silver
our support.
style playstyle.
No,
Stay in the super back line, throw out Qs, and then
Yeah.
press W. I don't know.
I bet maybe White Mane. If White Mane is played, it's by.
I mean, if you're trying to
Racine.
optimize White Mane, you're trying to get into the front line as much as possible to get the EW value, right? And auto attack value from the healing on Zeal, and that's a much more riskier playstyle. But if you want to just play in the back and press your healing buttons, that's a very lower level playstyle. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing because I'm trying to learn White Mane, but I can see the value in trying to get up in someone's face and trying to land E's for the extra healing. That's much harder to do.
If anyone plays White Mane in Bush League, it's gonna be Rossini from Extra Cheese, and that's it.
Rossini's pretty good.
Oh yeah, no, he's the carry on that roster. But anyway, we'll talk about Bush League and hopefully.
He's one of the guys that didn't take Ancient's Blessing. God damn it!
Well. If you look at his portrait on Bush League, it's pretty obvious why he would do stuff like that.
And
right?
he's the guy that takes bribe on Brightwing on.
Yeah.
He takes bribe and bribes his own camp.
Man,
Like you was the one
that killed me to watch him take bribe on Brightwing, and I think he used bribe twice the entire game. In both those times when he went to a camp with his allies, could
Yeah.
have prepped it anyways.
What map was it?
I think
It was
Dragonshire.
Dragonshire.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good bribe map, but yeah.
Not like with you don't take the camp with your team. You take their camp.
Hey
when
guys,
they're-
let's all go to the camp on our side so I could bribe. It's like, dude, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
That shit was just driving me crazy watching that map.
Anyway, White Mane's still good. She's probably still the best healer in the game.
Okay. All right. So Artanis got a buff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, okay. All right. Moving on. So
How did that rework affect the meta?
what Artanis?
Yeah. He got like he didn't get a rework, but he got like a refreshment, right?
Yeah. Couple talents got buffed. He's relevant now. Now when somebody picks Artanis, it's like, dude, what the fuck? Or that's what it used to be like. Why the fuck are you screwing over our team? Now it's like, probably suboptimal, but not terrible.
Okay.
Old backpacks carries our tennis.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. So Sonya, now the W build with Sonya is now viable. There's a competing build now. If you're a lower level player and you be going the E build, now if you're a high level player, the W build with the poison spear is actually pretty good burst. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Sonya.
Yeah, but at 16, it's nice she's got a giant killer, and that her giant killer is actually pretty good that they gave her, but it's at 16 and it's competing with her shield talent, which
Nerves of Steel, right?
yeah, Nerves of Steel. You need that survivability. You're very squishy until you pick up Nerves of Steel and ignore pain.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying that it's viable now. It's no longer like crazy
Yeah,
to go that.
it's
That's all.
viable if you're already winning. It helps you win more, which you probably don't need a talent at 16 anyways, but it's nice.
Okay, well, there you go. There's the patch. So, all I went to the Bush League Discord and I said drama starts in 5 minutes. So the link to the show. So all right, so I guess we'll do the power rankings. Right? That's that what we said to do? Is to do the power rankings?
Sure, we can do that.
Okay, so is Bacon here? Or no?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I guess someone said to do it from the bottom to the top, right?
Yeah. I forgot who said it. They said we should do from the teams at the bottom of the rankings to who thinks at the top. So I think what it does, it gives it more drama, like who we think's at the top. You know.
Wait. Fucking Zexer said whoa or who. He said I think he wanted to say whoa, but he said who. Tower Brand looking a lot more attractive these days. I'm turned on.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say to that. Thanks. Compliment from other dudes.
Dude, I'm under your portrait right now. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I get it. You didn't switch
That's
that
the
back.
joke. That's the joke.
Oh.
Oh my God, you just got
I
it.
didn't get that.
All right. So Zex is ready to start bitching, apparently.
Pull one over on Tower Baron.
Yep. All right. So
Would it be the
I
first?
guess let's do the bottom three. Make this faster. So let's go to Scott with the bottom three.
I don't know. I mean, I only really could say who I think the top two teams are. Bottom three, I guess I'd go Fellman, Ashal.
Is it all the same after the first two teams?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
Are they all the same? Are they all the same after that?
Yeah, everybody else I think is fairly competitive.
Even the League of Gentlemen.
They got something.
I mean,
they got something going.
we killed them in the first match, but the second match, they were gonna put Rosai on tank, which, well, I was talking about this before, well, on the podcast that didn't get recorded last week. That I think that it's important to have one of your good players on tank, which they got two good players in Mystic and Rosai, so I think one of them needs to be on tank, and they were going to do that until Loxley's computer took a shit. So I was actually interested in seeing how that played out.
Well, actually, the Bags is pretty solid. So, I mean,
Or you
as
can't
someone
have
who actually
Bags
had,
and Ender on your front line. Somebody's
Bags
always
is-
out there just allowing me to do free damage.
Bags
If
is
you
like
suck
more of a
games.
solo laner, off tank though. He's not a main tank
Yeah.
guy.
yeah, no, like Bags has been doing pretty well. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's all.
he's got a mean
But-
Sonya.
He hasn't played it though, right? I don't think he's played it
Played
yet.
it.
We played it
Played it last game.
last-
Sky Temple.
Yeah.
Okay.
The second game against us.
Oh, that's right. That's the game I played. that
Yes. Yeah, the game you were in.
was the game that I was in. Yes.
So what are your guys' rankings? Because I'm really kind of...
So
torn.
Team Eggplant is pretty bad.
Yes.
The tilt factor on that.
Yeah, there
that
seemed to
last
be a
week's game.
huge tilt factor going on in the
Yeah.
games on Monday night.
It's
Yes.
like we're just gonna feed at the end just because,
So much so that possibly one of the players got kicked.
Are we
hard to
gonna
say?
are we getting to that now?
I don't
Getting
know.
that.
Oh. All right.
Let's just finish up the power rankings, I guess.
All right.
No. The power rankings are supposed to be like we talk about why we place a team in a certain spot. So
Oh, I didn't know about all this drama. I just wanted to make fun of Fringe.
you really didn't know that?
I didn't know there was actually substance to that statement, but
Oh yeah.
Yeah. After what was it? Was that Tuesday? Was that yesterday? Where Fringe posted looking for a replacement for the guy who played tank horribly on our team.
was that his
Yeah, it's
literal
just-
words?
No,
No,
but
he's
that's
like
what he
looking for a
said, and that's
sub
what I thought. From that.
under like 2500 MMR.
Like, man, was he getting kicked because he played really bad one game?
Oh, okay. So let's.
All right, let's get into this.
This is what people want to see. Sexer's just like totally baiting me, like in chat right now. He's like having like a dandy all time right now. But So basically, how it worked was that obviously we didn't play very well. My team as a whole didn't play very well. And then I said the next day, I said we need to have role swaps. And I said the tank player, the ETC player has to support moving forward. And he said he didn't want to do that. And then I said, well, that's the only role you're going to play. And then that's it. So then he declined. And then I said, all right, then we'll find someone else.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So
Sounds pretty.
So what role were you gonna play if you put him on support?
I was going to do off lane.
Oh,
Yeah. But anyway, I said this is the best chance we have to win is doing this role swap essentially. And he said no, which is fine. It's okay. But
I'm pretty sure you worded it as like you play so bad. We're gonna.
I didn't say that. No, I just
Okay,
said I didn't say anything like that. I mean, if you watch the games, I don't need to say anything. You can just watch the games. But no, I just said for us to win, we need to have we need to put him on support. And he said no, and that's pretty much it. I mean,
I will say he didn't do his job at all. He was trying to like harden Gage, almost like he was DPSing.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
like,
is he an
One
assassin?
person now, where the rest of the team ran up to your DPS who was completely exposed.
no, like he plays. See, the thing is that the thing is that I didn't know who this person is. He's not even a fan of the show or the trolls or the Nexus commentaries or anything. He was actually a friend of the Spoil of Spoil. So I didn't even know who this guy was. And yeah, but anyway, so I think like if you look at his roster pool, he got his MMR by playing Novas and Valiras and stuff, right? So he had a
Wow.
so at least he had a pretty high MMR, but he didn't know what to do in regards to how to really play the game. Like if you're just playing Nova and Valera, you're just like trolling. And we tried other roles, I guess, and it didn't work. And
Wait. So why did you say he has to be on support?
Because
did you
it's
say he doesn't play support. Or
he has to play support because that's the least taxing in regards to HOTS knowledge.
That's where you put the worst player on the team
Yeah.
for Bush League.
That's
Except
why
our
I
team,
play support.
Leviathan's awesome.
So,
Hey,
but
that's why I play support in higher level games. It's like, oh shit, these guys are all really good. I'm gonna play support.
So, but anyway, so he said he declined, and then and also like when we first started scrimming before Bush League even started, I had a bad feeling about this person anyway. But I just relied on, I talked to the other team members, and they said it should be okay. But I didn't feel good about it anyway going into Bush League. And yeah, but anyway, I'll say I'll leave it at that. But what I will say, I'll make this a positive thing. In regards to season 1, where we had in the finals, if you weren't around for the finals, basically our tank player changed roles in the second game of the finals to play Lily. And I told him a week or two before the finals, like, hey, this is what you're going to be doing if they take away Johanna, right? And San, who he actually, by saying yes to that, he actually won us Bush League because he swallowed his pride and played Lily for us. And I swallowed my pride by playing ETC and being bad. But anyways, he was really cool about it. He just said, yeah, sure. Like, whatever it takes to win, I'll do it. And that mentality won us Bush League season 1 because he every time we gave him feedback, he listened to it and tried his best to improve upon that. The individual that was let go is the opposite of that. So, and we found a sub, Hash Browns. He's going to be playing for us, and
you stole our sub.
Yeah. So this is a very plucky individual who's very hungry to learn. So I set him up with some coaching with Armis already. So he's getting some coaching this week.
What's his position?
Oh, He's gonna be the
well,
tank, most likely.
we have 3 support mains, so everything is on the table now. So double support is on the table. Everything's on the table because we have 3 support mains. So at this point, everything is on the table when it comes to our team compositions.
Some advice:
No, he's gonna be the tank, and
pick Ancient's Blessing.
he's pretty solid. His hero pool for tank is small.
Yeah.
Which is why
That's
we're going
my
to be
opinion
flexing.
of it.
No, we know. I know he told me his hero pool, and we're going to be. That's why we're flexing, depending upon what the calls for. Another thing is that I'm no longer drafting. Spoil's doing all that now. I'm
After your whole drafting fiasco.
I'm taking I'm following the Zexorus route and not caring. So whatever they want to run, I'm just going to show up and do whatever they want to run. So yeah. Well, no, you can only handle, after every loss, the first thing out of someone's mouth is like, oh, we got outdrafted. You can only handle that for so many weeks in a row. So I am no longer drafting.
You had a big flaw in the second game on your draft.
Mm-hmm. Well, I followed I tried to copy the liquid draft from a couple months ago. That was the idea behind it. So, but well, I mean, also it works better if you have an ETC that actually peels for you as well.
Yeah,
so
having an ETC that actually defends your backline is useful. But
so this ETC played more Zexorus like than Zexorus does. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
When you got a KT on your team who hasn't completed their quest and doesn't deal a lot of damage.
Yeah.
The only way to be more Zexorus than that is just to be Leoric and just sitting in towers the entire game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so that's pretty much it. So we have Hash Browns now on the team. He's an official member. Should be. We did a scrim yesterday, and the games are already much better. And also, I want to make this very, very clear. The toxicity is not on one individual. It's basically
your whole team.
No, I will not say the whole team, but it's not one person. We'll put it that way. It's not a one person. So the person who left, he left because he was asked to play a new role, and he said no. Had nothing to do with toxicity. So I want to make that very clear.
All right.
Hey, but sometimes changes have to be made.
Yeah, and like we scrimmed with Hash Brown yesterday, and I would say the first game we played together, where I told no one can talk besides him, was our best game as a team ever. So no, seriously, I'm not even lying. I told the team no one can talk besides Hash Browns, and if you do talk, it's only for rotations only, and that's it. And we won pretty easily that game.
Hey, nice kill, guys. Don't talk. Rotations only.
Shut up.
I just said, let's just try it out with no talking whatsoever. And then it actually just seemed to be better with no talking. So, yeah. But anyway, so in terms of power rankings, I think my team is probably the worst. And then we have.
I'd say you went up a bit picking Hash Browns.
Yeah, I think the old iteration of the team is number 8 or number 8, but this new one is maybe number 7. So, but it's probably Try Harder, Felman Shaw, then Lug, or the bottom 3.
Why don't you listen to your team name and try harder?
Well, another thing is that like the roster pool of that one guy who left, he had a roster pool of 2. So there's not much you can really. There's not really much you can do.
And apparently, I had a roster pool of 2 when I was in Bush League. I had Thrall and Ariel when I was in Bush League.
Yeah, true that.
I mean,
hey, you had Hanzo too. Don't sell yourself short. You had
played Zarya.
Thanks, dude.
Played Zarya one game too.
Yeah. That's at least 4. Nice.
Yeah,
I think that's the last game I played Zarya too.
No, you won that game though. You won that game. It was on.
Oh, I'm saying that was the last time I played Zarya ever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a Tomb of the Spire Queen draft, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
With the hammer comp.
All right. So, but anyway, all right. So the middle tier. Oh, did Tarbrand go?
My bottom 3: Extra Cheese, Filamental, and Try Harder. yeah, try hard. And depending on who's on Team Fuck, it's like different people every time. So it's kind of hard to tell,
Yeah.
like, get a gauge on them. But
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
it's
extra
fun.
cheese looked bad last game, but they didn't have old
Real bad.
backpack. I
Real
think if they had
bad.
old backpack, they would have at least split.
Did you see that Braxis holdout game? That Brax.
The guy who's kind of leading the team and giving them direction wasn't there. So I mean, it doesn't surprise me that they were running around like chickens with their heads cut off.
How long was Falstad in that bush waiting to get like that gank while they're losing like your rails on
Falstad
their
was in the
camp?
bush.
Yeah, Falstad was on
Falstad.
that bush and your rails taking camp on their side, pushing down keep wall, and they're trying to get like this one pig.
Was that Yelly Falstad game? I think I saw that one.
That was I was like, what are you thinking? And you get the kill and then you don't even do anything with it. You just get the kill, you know? And
Yeah.
you just lose
Didn't
top.
he like
Yeah.
fly in and then just immediately die one time? I don't
He
know.
flew in, barrel rolled, and then gusted, and then he
Yeah.
couldn't escape.
That's what it was.
That's what it was.
Another.
It's
yeah,
hard to
so
gust as Falstad.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think everyone agrees that there's two teams at the top. Well, the thing's Gaddy and the Jets. So I don't know. That was like another thing is that like they had 3 subs and then like I prepared for one thing and then they had more subs than I thought. Like I had like 2 minutes to figure out what to do.
Like I knew Blemsy, I think, wasn't going to be there, but the whole schizo typing in Bush League, we may need a sub at this MMR because I'm taking a nap and I may not wake up. It's like, are you fucking serious, dude? Like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
kind of shit is that? I
Yeah.
may miss the game because I may sleep. I'm not setting my alarm. If I wake up, I make the game. If not,
Yeah.
replace me. It's like,
No,
wow.
he's just having a short sleep and expecting to wake up in time. You gotta take like power naps, schizo. You can't do 30
Yeah.
minutes plus or you're never waking up. You gotta do like 20 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Well, he
But yeah,
typed that like 5 hours before or something.
Well, he is a student, right? So that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, he's probably on summer break still, so his
He's
sleep
barely-
schedule's all fucked up.
He's probably
But,
just 20.
But
Yeah.
also, most importantly, congratulations to fellow Shaw for winning. That was
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
the best game of the week, pretty easily. So congratulations to fellow Shaw. So there will be no.
Yeah.
They look
teams
better and
with boosted.
better.
Yeah, I was gonna say they like Shin thinks for just shitting on his team, but I think they're the team that's actually improving the most from week 1.
Seems cool.
Oh, another thing is that I subbed for Lug, right? So I'm not going to talk about what was talked during the comms, right? But like, what I will say.
Try and
There-
kill me and fail.
Well, I won't comment about that, but what I will say is that like,
Oh, they were doing
There's-
that at the end of game 1. I know that's what they were
Yeah.
trying to do.
but there was no no negativity on the one game that I was on. It calls were made and we obviously we didn't win, but like there was basically no negativity. So it was actually pretty cool.
Oh, you're saying that's a complete reverse of your team.
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no negativity on our team, but it's easy to be positive when you're winning. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I agree with that. I think the one thing that they need to do, judging by their comms, because like during the game, I was saying where we should be going. Someone like I can only imagine if Loxley was there. Like,
oh wow, they didn't have Rosiah or Mystic shot calling.
there were some shot calls, but like in terms of like, oh look, this camp is we should get this before this objective, or we should be doing ganking this someone or something like that. I was saying that because I was just watching the mini map. I'm like, yeah, we can go do that, right? Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
So-
I think that's the problem with their team that I've kind of seen is that they don't seem to have any direction from the players on their team who are supposed to be their best players. Because
No, there is direction, but like I think they need more of it.
yeah,
I think in their mind they expect because they know where to go, where to be because they're,
Fucking Skype. Skype! Hi guys. So what's up? What the fuck's up with new Skype? Oh my god. Uh. By the way, between you and me, I think Tryharder's toxicity is from Fringe. He's the center of it all. I know it is. Oh, hello?
Hello. Sorry.
Hello.
All
Yeah.
right.
I was actually going to get going, though.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just finish this up.
You guys can say the finish without me. All right. See you guys later.
All
Okay.
right.
All right. So basically, BCKO is probably going to win the league. Gaddy will try. They're damnedest, but we'll see. But Team Fuck, Revolt, Extra Cheese, the other 6 teams are all pretty much at the same level, I think.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I will say that maybe we'll actually lose a couple games because our team is. I mean, we're winning games pretty easily, so they're talking about maybe switching up comps. So maybe we might be trying some non-meta stuff and fucking around. Who knows?
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, I think the one I still believe in Extra Cheese. I still believe in it. Because judging from old Backpack, what he told me is that their comms are pretty good. So anyway, that's I think that's still the dark horse. All right. So I guess that's it.
But
all I
let's
got.
also reiterate, even with all this drama, it's so much fun to listen to.
Oh yeah.
It's
Week in, week out.
entertaining.
And
Yeah, it's entertaining.
And
yes.
outside of your friends regularly getting together to play Team League, this is probably the best way to get better, period, in the game. As long as you
I think
put the
people
effort
on my
in.
team have gotten better.
Yep.
I just try and give them direction, and they all seem to kind of take the advice I give them pretty good.
And I'm glad you guys all learned how to say the Team Filament show. And it only took about
Yeah.
3 shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
about 4 for me, probably.
Yeah.
So, but all right. Well, anyway, that's our show. Thank you, everyone who stopped by. Sorry for the technical difficulties. New Skype is pretty shitty.
Oh, by the way, real quick, Dignitas and Genji were really dominant in the clashes. If they were to match up today, who wins? Go.
Genji.
You think Genji?
Yeah.
Genji wins. It'd play out the same way it played out at Mid-Season Brawl, where Genji wins, but if they have a rematch, Dignitas can make adjustments and be competitive.
Yeah. I think
That's what I think, too.
it goes to the max though, whatever the games are. If it's 7,
The more games you play, the better
It helps
Dignitas's chances of winning are.
All right.
Possibly.
That was.
play a
I'm
best
actually
out of
surprised.
5.
I'm obviously a Genji Black fan, and I'm rooting for them, and I think they'll win. But I think I would have thought at least Fringe would have backed up Dignitas. But
No, I'm honest. I try my best. Like that's my. If I was in Vegas, I put money on Genji.
I see.
Yeah. I don't know.
What's the score? 4-3.
4-3.
All right.
Yeah, but if they're going to best of 5 and haven't faced each other going through the losers bracket, I'd say Genji wins either 3-0 or 3-1.
I agree with that.
Yeah. That's been the case like almost every time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
so.
for some reason the grand finals are always up to the last game, right? But
Yeah, we've had some really good ground finals the last or this year.
yep.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. It's good to be back, guys.
All right.
I
Well,
missed you
we'll see
guys.
Bacon. We'll see Bacon again in October.
Yeah. It was a good ride.
It was good while it lasted.
Yeah.
Dude, the restaurant is so fucking busy, man. Like, well, it should be slowed down because all the little fires I had to put out in when you're beginning a restaurant, like that's all taken care of for the most
You gotta
part.
get
So
all settled in.
yeah, I gotta settle in. I'm like 75% of the way through settling in. So yeah.
Are they literal fires?
No,
Okay, well, that's good.
the fire systems are up to date, so don't worry.
Oh, okay. Well,
Speaking
that's
of
good.
which, I had to fucking replace a fire extinguisher the other day. Oh, that shit cost $400. Can you believe a single
One
fire?
fires.
For a restaurant grade fire extinguisher costs $400.
Oh.
And you know one of those like, you know when you order food into the POS, like the waiter
Yeah.
goes over to the screen and orders food on the screen, and then
Yeah.
the little kitchen printer prints out those little tickets. That printer costs $350. Can you fucking believe it? Oh my god.
Man.
One fucking printer, and we have 3 of them. Jesus Christ. All right.
Make sure you depreciate it over 8 years.
Okay.
That's all. For tax purposes. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even want to think about taxes right now. Oh my god.
Oh. All right. Well, all right. Well, if I don't see Bacon again on the show, I'll see him in BlizzCon in 2 months. All right. So,
I'll be at BlizzCon for sure.
okay.
Nice.
All right. Oh, but is your brother staying with us? Is that what's happening? We
Is
actually
that
didn't talk
okay?
about this. It's okay with me.
I mean, he'll
Yeah.
pay his share.
You guys link, or what's the link? I owe somebody some money for the room.
Tower Baron.
For,
Yeah,
okay.
I'll send that too later.
I think that's we can't have any more than that though. If it's gonna be us 5 with your brother, then that's too much. We can't like just have like Grizzly just on the couch again because the spot we got this year is smaller than last year. So
Okay.
we had a bunch of extra beds last year we didn't like even use initially.
yeah, I know, but those beds are like army beds, like barely beds. But
Better than nothing.
don't worry, we'll put Scott, or we'll make sure that Bacon is not in the same room as Scott this year. That is a promise.
Yeah, I sleep by myself the first night at least, because if I'm driving down there and getting there at like 2 a.m., I'm gonna be tired and snoring.
Yep. Well, so we'll save Bacon that. So, all right. Well, let's go to Bacon to end the show.
And that's our show. We'll see you in the Nexus.
Thank you for coming out, everybody.
Shows never shoot and fail.